Yo guys, early here, back at it again with a brand new video. And in today's video, we're going to be covering the top 10 changes that I think we need in Warzone. Now, don't get me wrong guys, this game is amazing, but it's not perfect. And I feel like these top changes need to happen, and it will be a brilliant game and people stay longer in games and in matches. Before we get into the video, as always, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon to be notified when the next drop a video. Comment down below if you're new to my channel and I'll reply to your comment. Now, let's get straight into it. First of all, I want to talk about the Gulag. Now, the Gulag needs to remove stun grenades and add new weapons. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Make it a 1v1 shoot off with just guns only. The Gulag is already small and there is no need for stuns or flash grenades and things like that. They last too long as well, which is another disadvantage. And secondly, we just don't need them on a tight, small Gulag area. I mean, if the Gulag was kind of big, like a little 1v1 gunfight mode or something like that, then fair enough, I understand. But it's only a very small, tight place where like you just lodge it across the map and you literally hit them with it because the radius is so huge on a small time scaled map. So just remove them, we don't need them. Just have a 1v1 shoot off, guns only, whoever wins gets back into the game. Now they need to have more regular updates and different game modes in Warzone. Duo should have been in the game from the start. We are now 3 seasons in and we only got solos recently. This is just very slow updates compared to Blackout, which was not even crossplay but had regular updates, hence why it lasted so long. Warzone is crossplay and it has even more of a player base because it is a free game to download, but the updates are lacking. I just don't get it, guys. I mean, the game is huge, it's so popular, everyone's playing it, especially during quarantine and during lockdown, and it's just a lack of updates that are just killing the game. People are just going to run off and play a different game, so we need more updates and new game modes to make the game a bit more fun, just spice it up a little bit, you know what I mean? Moving on, skill-based matchmaking needs to be removed. I don't understand why there is skill-based matchmaking in a battle royale game. Mix and match, having 150 good players just makes the game more unplayable and boring. You're constantly having to, like focus, and you can't just chill and play the game. It's even harder to get wins, hence why a lot of people are struggling to get wins and are using low skilled players to lobby surf. Now we see this from people like Swag, people like Korean who plays with that girl. He's literally just lobby surfing using her, and there are other YouTubers doing the same thing, trying to get these good gameplays in quotation marks when it's not really good. It's just easy lobbies that you've lobby surfed for. And obviously I'm not sending hate his way, I'm just saying there needs to be no skill based matchmaking because this is what's ruining the game. I mean, we've never had skill based matchmaking in any battle royale game, and it just seems odd to add 150 good players in one lobby and say, okay, here, have a fight off. It just doesn't make any sense. It should just be mix and match. Whoever's joining the lobby joins the lobby, because sometimes you can't even find players because it's taking so long for it to match your skill based ranking for you to actually jump into the game. Now, moving on swiftly, guns. Now, this is what I want to dwell on a lot. I mean, guns need balancing ASAP. The M4 has been broken since the game came out in October, and I just don't understand why it's still broken. Changes have been made to the M4 over the months, but it hasn't really taken any effect. It just feels like it goes back to normal again. ARs are strong from all ranges such as M4, Kilo and Grau. These three are most popular guns that everybody uses because SMGs are whack up close and ARs have nothing bad about them. Once you put attachments on, you're good to go. Literally guys, M4, there is nothing you can do to that gun. I mean, you can use it as standard. If you slap attachments on it, it's even better. And the Grau and Kilo, the M4, are all good guns. I mean, you can just put attachments on them and you can beat people from close range, long range and mid range. And SMGs, they're whack. Snipers, yes, I get people use them, but people are using the same guns like M4 Kilo and Grau, and it's just annoying. Guns need to be balanced ASAP. I mean, only recently they brought out the nerf for the snake shots, which is a bit too late. They've been out for weeks and people have been abusing them. Even myself, I haven't got them unlocked, but I've been losing matches because of them. And you're probably going to see gameplays in the future of me losing to that because I've got gameplays loaded up for you guys. Next, We're going to be talking about the cheaters and hackers. Now, the cheaters and hackers need to be dealt with in this game. I mean, there are a huge amount of hackers and cheaters on this game which make it impossible for you to win certain games. You die and go back into the game having to wait in pre-game lobby for a whole minute, and it just takes so long for you to get back into the game. I mean, yeah, you get killed by a cheater and then you leave the game, then you restart, and it just takes a whole like 5 minutes for you to actually get back into the game with 150 players and actually start picking up guns and shooting. It's just a ridiculous wait time. It's a ridiculous amount of cheaters and hackers, and I just feel like Infinity Ward could do a lot more, because we all know this game's popular. It's free as well, so there's going to be even more hackers in this game. It's just literally like they just need to fix it. I mean, there's nothing we can do. We just have to deal with it and actually have Infinity Ward actually fix it for us. Now, moving on swiftly, once again, we're going to be talking about the glitches and bugs. Now, the glitches and bugs in this game need to be sorted out. There is so many glitches and bugs in this game. It's just ridiculous. I mean, people are finding ways to shoot through walls and buildings, and it's getting annoying. They had the helicopter glitch, which they took out about a whole week. It took them to take it out, and that's just a ridiculous amount of time. People using that helicopter glitch for a week almost, or maybe longer, and only yesterday they taken helicopters out as a whole, and that's not really good enough. You can't really take out a whole vehicle. I mean, why don't you just fix that glitch that people are doing to get into that glitch using the helicopter, instead of removing helicopters as a whole? Because helicopters is a big part of the game. People use that to travel maps, to get on top of high buildings and things like that. I mean, it changes the whole game not having them in the game. So, there are a lot of glitches and bugs that need to be sorted out, and more are being exploited every day. I mean, let's say there's another car glitch. What they're gonna do? Are they just gonna remove the whole car from the game? If there's another quad bike glitch, what they're gonna do? Just remove the whole quad bike from the game? It just doesn't make any sense. Like, just fix the bug as a whole so people can still play the game as they want to play the game. You know. Anyways, next we have new maps need to come into the game, and this is a huge one for me. I don't understand how one map has been banged out for about 3 seasons all round. I mean, there needs to be some sort of changes to the map. I mean, it's been 3 seasons and it's getting boring, and it's just boring everyone the heck out. At least expand the current map, for God's sake. A new map is needed at this rate, to be honest. An expansion should have happened months ago. Like, we're all banging on about new maps, this, that. Like, an expansion of the map should have happened months ago, but it's happening. I don't know when it's happening, my bad. I don't know if it's going to happen. It's been 3 seasons and not one thing has been changed on the map or has been added to the map, and that's just ridiculous. I mean, 3 seasons, 3 whole seasons. This is the first battle royale I know that's been lacking on updates, lacking on new maps, new game modes, and things like that. I mean, it's just getting more ridiculous and boring. I mean, this list is just going to go on and on. I can just be here all day ranting on about Warzone and the updates and things like that, and how everything doesn't really flow as smooth as other battle royales have done. Now, moving on, this one's a big one for me, guys. The next one's a big one for me. Audio. Now, the audio in this game is terrible, and it works sometimes, but majority of the times it does not work. You can't hear footsteps or people right beside you. I mean, if people are running around corners, you can't even hear them. If people are running behind you, you can't hear them. And me personally, I use the Astro A40s. I don't know what headsets you guys use, but I use Astro A40s, and I have the game audio set very high. I mean, even above party chat audio, and I'm still unable to hear anything. In a game like Call of Duty where sound is key, I'm surprised that Infinity Ward failing on this part. I just don't understand how Infinity Ward is just not getting this correct. I mean, we all know Call of Duty is known for footsteps, known for sound, known for picking off people, knowing where sound's coming from, chasing the sound and things like that. I just don't understand how Infinity Ward have managed to fail on this particular part. Next, we've got crossplay. Now, crossplay between PC needs to be disabled. Why I say this is because majority of the cheaters are on PC. And secondly, PC have a field of view advantage as well as moving and turning quickly and many other things which I'm not listing because you all know what those things are. It's just not fair having to play with keyboard and mouse players. Only Xbox and PS4, should be crossplay between each other. Unless they add FOV option on consoles, which I doubt, but Apex Legends has done it, so I'm sure it's a feature the Warzone devs could add. Then they need to disable crossplay between PC and the rest of it. PC just needs to be out of it. It should just be PS4 and Xbox, only because it's fair playing controller versus controller rather than playing with mouse and keyboard where you can set up commands where you just hit a button and it just does it for you. We actually have to press the button ourselves. There's no quick method, and that's my belief anyway, guys. I just feel like if you look at the statistics on the FOV, they've got huge advantage. They can see more of the view than what we can see. Like, if we're behind a corner and we're hiding, we can see them, but they shouldn't be able to see us because the screen should be tiny. But because they've got a larger field of view, they can see us hiding behind that building or that wall or whatever it is. Because as they're running, they can look from the corner of their eye and see it. But because on a PS4 or Xbox, the screen is very like shallow, it's very cut in half. If you're running, you're not going to be able to look left or right unless you turn your analog stick left to look. But on a PC, you can exactly see if there's a person on your left or right, straight, whatever, on the top of a building, things like that. It's just ridiculous. They need to disable crossplay between PC. Now, next, I've got this one is huge. I think this is the top one on my list, and this one is very, very jarring, and something needs to be done. Now, this game, personally, I believe, is heavily camping based with one door entrances or ladder entrances where you cannot kill the guy on top without you risking your life to get on top or through that one door. There needs to be some sort of element of skill in this game rather than having a bunch of buildings and camping areas around the map. There are way too many buildings in this map and not enough open ground areas. It feels like every time there's a shoot off, it's always inside a building. Or when you're running into a zone, there's people just camping windows waiting for you. Warzone should have far less buildings and more open ground areas. I mean, I just don't understand why you need so many buildings in this game. I mean, just keep it a few, have more open ground area and things like that so people can actually use their guns and not use RPGs and C4s every minute. You know, it's just getting jarring and annoying. But yeah, guys, I'm going to leave it there. That's my top 10 changes that we need in Warzone currently. I believe personally, if there's any more you suggest or any more you think we need, leave them in the comments down below. And yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the gameplay and everything like that. Peace out, bless up, take care, and stay safe. And like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed. Hit the bell icon to be notified when the next drop a video. Peace out, guys. Bless up.
Thirteen kills.